drop so much sauce in this video, it's actually crazy. I'm gonna be breaking down step by step how to get into a new niche that absolutely nobody is talking about right now. I tried searching up videos on this. There's absolutely nothing except for this one video from 11 years ago by this guy named Tim. He even put his phone number in the title of the YouTube video. That's an absolute baller move by Tim. Aside from that, this is a pretty unique idea that I've had for quite some time now, and I figured I'd make a video on it for all you guys to take advantage of because I think it's such an untapped market and I think there's so much potential. Now, real quick, before we jump in, if you don't know what GoHighLevel is, it's an all-in-one marketing and automation platform for small business that you can take, put your own logo on it, and then resell it to businesses for whatever price you want. I made a free course on how to get started, and I have a Discord server. Both of those are linked down below, but without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the niche we're gonna be going over is bars and clubs. Now, I used to be a very frequent customer of many different bars and clubs throughout my college career, so I understand the market pretty well. And one thing I noticed is that the only bars and clubs that actually do marketing are the ones that are popular that everybody wants to go to. None of the smaller or medium-sized bars are doing anything in terms of marketing right now, so I think there's massive opportunity, and there's also no competition because nobody's working with them right now. So I'm gonna lay out my entire step-by-step plan that you can literally copy and paste right into your business. This is already proven to work because if you look at all the larger bars and clubs, they're already doing this and it's working really well, so there's no reason it wouldn't work for everybody else. Also, the profit margins in this niche are really high. They literally 10x the price of alcohol. If you've ever been to a club, you can buy a bottle for $1,000 that you can buy for literally $50 anywhere else. So if you can help them bring in more customers, they'll make significantly more money and therefore have a lot more money to pay you. Now, before we get into the plan itself, I just want to give you a real life example that I experienced myself to show you how effective this strategy can actually be. So to give you some context here, I went to the University of Connecticut and there's two main bars on campus that everybody goes to. They're really close. You can walk right from your dorm, so they never needed to do any marketing or anything like that. But then 2 years in, a new bar opens up about 15 minutes away from campus. It was kind of in a shitty location, so that already puts them at a massive disadvantage compared to the two bars that everybody goes to that's right on campus. But then this new bar started doing some basic social media posts. They started doing some event nights. They started doing some discounts and deals. And then next thing you know, this bar starts popping off. It's packed pretty often. There's lines out the door. Basically, they were able to successfully take over a good portion of the market while being at a massive disadvantage just by doing some basic marketing. If you do it right, it can be a complete game changer, especially if you know any bars and clubs in like a college town and you market to them the right way, you can completely take over. So now let's get into the actual marketing strategy itself. So if you look at these bars and clubs and compare them to the usual niche that everybody goes for, like dentists, plumbers, chiropractors, etc., you'll see one main difference. Typically with bars and clubs, if they even do have a website, a majority of the customers aren't really using it. I don't know the last time I've been on a bar or club's website. So the first thing we need to do is find a way to get these customers onto the website so we can capture their contact information just like how any of these other businesses would. So for this, we're gonna be creating a custom QR code using a free website like Flowcode. And you're gonna use that QR code to link the customer to a simple contact form that's just gonna collect some of their contact info, like their name, their phone number, and maybe even their email. So then you're gonna reach out to some bar owners and tell them that you'll host an event for them for completely free. The first event is gonna be strictly for collecting the contact information so that you can market to them later. Once they agree to this, you're gonna find out the busiest night. It may be a Thursday, a Friday, or a Saturday, and then that's the night you're gonna wanna host this event. Now, this event could be pretty much anything like a buy one, get one free, a free shot, cheap beers, or some sort of deal or incentive that's gonna get people to wanna come to this event. Now, once you choose which event you wanna do, you're probably gonna wanna do at least a little bit of pre-promoting this event to get a higher influx of people to show up. So you can do this by posting on their social media account, you can post in local Facebook groups, you could run paid ads, you can even make flyers or something, or even just have the bar tell everybody that comes in a week or two prior to this event that they're hosting the event and that they should come. The bar owner can choose whichever type of event that they want. It doesn't really matter too much. The profit margin on alcohol, like I said before, is really high. So giving away a little bit of alcohol won't matter too much. And in the end, we're gonna use this event to capture a ton of contact information, which is gonna be super valuable in the long run. So it doesn't even matter. So now it's the night of the event. You're gonna take this QR code and you're gonna give it to the bouncer. And now you're gonna tell the bouncer, everybody that comes in the door, you're gonna wanna have them scan the QR code and fill out their name and their phone number. And if you wanna add the email too, you can. and then click submit, and that's what's gonna allow them to get access to whatever the special deal is that night. Depending on the bar, you could easily collect a few hundred contacts in one night, and you could even continue running this process for a few days or even weeks after. So now you have all this contact information, which is an extremely valuable asset to this bar, because not only is it your ideal customer, but it's a customer that's been there before and they got a really good deal, so they're much more likely to come back. So now you can take all this contact information and do text message marketing whenever you want. So for example, on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday at 6 or 7 p.m. when everybody's getting ready to go out, you can blast out a text to your entire contact list saying, hey, we're doing free shots from 9 to 10 p.m. or whatever deal or event they're happening to do that night. So now as you start to grow your contact list and market to them, your turnout for each night is gonna be much better, and the bar is gonna make a lot more money. You can even host referral events where you send out a text and say, hey, if you bring X amount of friends, we'll give you X amount of free alcohol. You can even send out mass Google review requests to these customers. That's gonna help the bar rank higher on Google. The important thing here is that with text message marketing, you have a 97% open rate compared to an email marketing with about a 20% open rate. Text message marketing is way better. So if you do it right, you can really take a bar from almost no customers to being packed every night. And if you pair this with social media marketing and any other tools that GoHighLevel has, you can really have a killer offer. That's pretty much it for the video. If there's one thing you take away, let it be this. If you want to win in business, you need to get creative, think outside the box, and do things that nobody else is doing. If you do that, you will crush your competition every single time. I hope you enjoyed the video and have a good rest of your day.